Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe guys, we're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers. And let's get into it. So yeah guys, so today we kind of had like an idea. I kind of had an idea with one comment that I had, basically asking my predictions and stuff, but I already did videos talking about my predictions to the soonish future, right? I plan to do another one that it's not a predictions videos, but just talking a little bit about the soonish future of aircraft in War Thunder, what we can expect doing this year and probably next year. But before that, I wanted to make a video on what is the next patch about, a general idea on what are my feelings about what it's the plan on Gaijin. I don't have any inside information, obviously. I'm just a CEC, right? Content creator, so I barely have anything on that sense, because if they did give information to CECs like that, a lot of things were going to be leaked because there's a lot of CCs that are in the program. But anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I think the idea of the next patches will be, especially the next one. But it can be stretched out to the next couple of ones at least. This is just my opinion, so there's no facts behind this. But still, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. So let's go. So I think the first thing is filling up gaps. I already did a video talking a little bit about the predictions and there for the next patch, and I talk a little bit about how I think some aircraft will be added. I think some of them are very obvious and some of them are kind of forgotten. So yeah, filling up gaps, especially in the fighter department. For some nations, I think especially the UK and Germany. Italy obviously can get some love as well, but it already has the F-16, so don't expect anything. And also maybe a better fighter, maybe not next patch, but a better fighter or some gaps just being filled in the Israeli tech tree. So what are those? So yeah, obviously the MiG-29A 912A, which is the export version of the 912 of the MiG-29. Obviously we have the 913 right now for the Soviets, so you will have less fuel. And if they ever add ECM, it will not have the ECM. But still, the MiG-29 912A for the Germans, that's just obvious. I really doubt that they will add the F4F ICE instead of the MiG-29. So the MiG-29 would be just the most reasonable option that they can add, right? 4th gen, BVR, great radar, now that it's kind of fixed. Performance is amazing, one of the best, if not the best aircraft in the game. In my opinion, it is the best aircraft in the game. If you know what you're doing, you can beat anything in a BVR engagement, and especially in a dogfight. Obviously, it depends always on the pilot, but still. And obviously for the UK, the ADV, the Tornado ADV, the F3 variant probably, it is already in the files, the engine of it. So already talk a little bit about that before the end of the year, last year. But yeah, they found in the files the sound of the engine of the ADV. So, and it's already kind of confirmed by Smin and other community managers that they are working on the ADV. They didn't confirm when it's coming, but they confirmed that they are working on it. So yeah, that would be the two major nations that need a new fighter, right? All the other nations, they have something in 4th gen or near that. Like Japan, for example, it still needs the F-15, but I think it will be a while until we get that. But the MiG-29 and the ADV are just very easy to actually add, right? And then for the Israelis as well, I mean, they said that they are working on an Israeli F-16 as well, a better one, because they didn't use apparently the Block 15, so they only use the nets, which is either a Block 5 or a 10. We have the Block 10. So yeah, we might see kind of a block. I mean, the problem is that the F-16s of the Israelis start with the Block 30, which has a better engine. So I doubt that they will see a Block 30 without the US getting a Block 30 as well. So I think we will it will take a while for the Israelis to get another F-16 with BVR, but I think the major thing is the Kurnas. It was kind of leaked on that semi-realistic leak list on December, so we might see the Kurnas 2000 having better missiles and better radars. It would be a very, very good F4. Still a Phantom, but still it would be very cool. And the other gap that I think they will fill is the bomber role. So the F-111 and the Su-24, they probably will do that because they fit in the same role as the Tornado. The Tornado was added now, so why not add both of these aircraft as well for the US? Maybe for the UK for an Australian F-111, and then the Su-24 for the Soviets. Maybe the M variant later, or the F variant of the F-111 later as well. These are the filling the gaps that I think that they will do, especially in the fighter with Germany and the UK, and then maybe bombers for the US and the USSR also, right? So yeah, even France has its like low-flying bomber, which is the Mirage 2000D. So yeah, the Soviets and the Americans, I mean, they need these bombers. I mean, it's not like need, but we need to be having that in the game, right? So yeah, I think the next thing that we want to talk about is the new types of weapons. It was already added with the anti-ship missile, the Cormoran for the Tornado IDS for the Marineflieger event vehicle, but I think they will just add more of that. Normally they do this, add as an event vehicle something, and then the next patch after that they actually add it for more aircraft and more stuff. So more anti-ship missiles, maybe anti-radiation missiles depending on the situation. So for example the KH-25MP, because the Russians, the Soviets before the Su-27s or even the MiG-29K, we cannot see in smaller aircraft anti-ship missiles, only in larger bombers like the Tu-16, Tu-95, Tu-22 aircraft like that, right? So we might not see anti-ship missiles for a while for the Soviets. So anti-radiation missiles would be the next best thing to be used against ships and against radars. So we might see anti-ships and anti-radiation ammunitions, right? And I think the last thing that we are going to talk about is the naval. I think naval will start to become the main thing about War Thunder. I think we are getting into a position in fighters and in aviation that they really like, and they can build from it for many years, drop feeding us maybe a little bit of the content, and taking a while to actually add it, and then try to pull people to naval. If they actually add this, I mean, French Navy might be coming. It's already kind of leaked, the sounds and stuff. Subs might be coming as well, which would basically means that a lot of people would try subs and stuff because a lot of people love submarines. But I think the main thing will be the addition of World War II battleships, like late war battleships, or like just big battleships, like the Bismarck, like the Yamato, like the Iowa, maybe the Sovietsky Soyuz. I know it wasn't ready, but I mean, we already have kind of prototype and ships that were not like finished in the Soviet line, so we might see that. So ships like that, I think it's going to be their focus, and then to later actually go full Cold War with missiles and Cold War ships and missiles and subs, stuff like that, to actually bring people to naval. I think a lot of people don't play naval because it's a lot of older ships, and if they actually add Cold War stuff, it will be amazing and a lot of people will love it. So I think this will be the main focus on a general sense, not right now obviously, because as I said, they probably are going to add the French Navy, maybe World War II battleships first obviously, and even subs to later get that. So not next patch, but the preparation to get that, even with the anti-ship missiles coming and other stuff like that, right? But yeah guys, basically this is it. I think these 3 points are the main points that we were going to see in the next patch or during this year, filling up gaps, adding a little bit and a little bit more of 4th generation, add more weapon types, and finally focusing a lot of naval to get people excited about naval as well. So yeah guys, this is my opinion. Obviously you can let me know what your opinion is in the comments, And yeah, guys, basically this is it. Make sure to subscribe, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys. See you.